This week on Our Football, Rutgers goes toe-to-toe with Arkansas. And we've got every image of that exciting battle on the banks of the old Raritan.
Whether they play 10 to 15 years in the NFL or it just doesn't work out and they never get an opportunity to play in the NFL, they're going to be very successful going forward in life. They're going to be good fathers. They're going to be good husbands. They're going to be good role models. They're going to have a positive influence on society. And if they're fortunate enough to play in the NFL, that's great. But if they play 10 years and then they're done, now they're 32 years old and they still have a lot of life to live. I want them to leave our program understanding that regardless of what their future holds, they're going to be really successful.
It was a majestic day in Piscataway, and the Rutgers family turned out in force. With youthful enthusiasm everywhere, anticipation filled the air.
This afternoon, the 2-1 Rutgers Scarlet Knights host the 3-0 Arkansas Razorbacks out of the Southeastern Conference. Last year, Rutgers went down there and got the 35-26 win in Fayetteville.
On a perfect fall afternoon, Coach Kyle Flood led his team on the Scarlet Walk, a team ready to embrace the challenges of the day while the Scarlet Knights faithful embraced their football family. The walk, symbolic of love, unity, and commitment. The tension continued to mount as Arkansas invaded the Rutgers campus.
Big battle, man. 4 quarters. Gotta be ready to play.
It was a full blackout at High Point Solution Stadium, and it was full steam ahead for the men who carried the hopes and dreams of the day.
And then Coleman in motion, first and goal for the Scarlet Knights. And a fumble! It's on the deck and it's picked up by Arkansas.
Takes a snap, 4-man rush, pressure is coming, he throws, intercepted! It is picked off by Tevin Mitchell, who's going to run it in for the touchdown as he does for the goal line. And Tevin Mitchell takes it for the score, and Arkansas has extended their lead early.
The undefeated opponent from the SEC got off to a flying start to take a 10-0 lead. But the home crowd never flinched. The home team never wavered. The cheering never stopped. It was the trust in each other which became a subtle rallying cry.
Back to the offense, Rutgers with Paul James. It's a strong run.
The Rutgers offense finally found its stride and found the end zone just before halftime.
Nova in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops to throw, lofts it over the middle, caught! It is a touchdown for Tyler Croft!
2nd and 10. Nova flips it end zone. Catch is made. Touchdown RU.
And Rutgers is on the scoreboard as Tyler Croft is having a heck of an afternoon through the first 30 minutes.
Now they're only down by 3 points, and the way the defense is playing has been tremendous.
After pageantry captured the spotlight for a few moments at High Point Solution Stadium, Coach Kyle Flood and the Scarlet Knights regrouped and recommitted themselves to excellence. But the Scarlet Knights' opponent would not relinquish the lead.
Play action for A.J. Derby. He wants the end zone.
Touchdown! He pushed off of the defensive back, and it wasn't seen by the official.
The ball pops out again, and it looks like Arkansas has it. Touchdown!
Touchdown, tackles, kicks, touchdown, tackles, kicks, say touchdown, touchdown.
Down 24-7, the mantra Jersey Strong took on renewed meaning, with the defense leading the charge.
Toss to Collins. It'll be third down and long. Nowhere to go. He lost just about all the yardage he got on first down.
End over end kick down the center of the field. Here's Jerry Grant running right across the 50, 45, cuts left, 40, Grant into the open field, and he's gonna go! There are no flags! Janarian Grant takes it for the Rutgers touchdown!
Actually, Grant in the field at the 42. He's got some speed. With a cutback, Janarian Grant. It's a special teams touchdown. And Rutgers is back in it.
The blackout crowd was electrified by the return of freshman Janarian Grant, and suddenly a 17-point deficit was down to 10. Suddenly momentum was on Rutgers' side. The defense, which had contained the vaunted Arkansas running attack early, elevated their play to another level, and a come-from-behind win looked like more than a dream. School spirit soared as high as the decibel level in the stadium.
End-over-end kick. It will bounce at the 5 and die right there as Arkansas pins Rutgers back at their own 2-yard line.
Nothing you can do right there. Let's see what Gary Nova can do with this Scarlet Knight offense.
11:39 to go, fourth quarter.
We got a great one ahead of us. It's a great day. It's our blackout, and we're ready.
Nova throws one down the right sideline. Brandon Coleman
Goes over his man and makes the catch.
Defense, don't worry.
Nova again, play action. Looks up the seam. He's strong. He's got his tight end. Croft. 2 snaps for Rutgers, and they go from there, 2 to the Arkansas 31. Nova with a blitz coming. Goes down. And the blitz works.
It was down to 4th and long, one of those plays that can define a season. It just may have.
And I think Rutgers is going to leave the offense out there on 4th down.
So 4th down and 12, and Nova with a 4-man rush coming. Lobs it.
Nova out of the gun, takes the snap, 4-man rush, throws it up deep right for Carew. He's got it! Touchdown Rutgers! Leonte Carew on the score, 33 yards!
He's got it! Touchdown!
Carew comes through again. Give him an opportunity, and look what he does. Beats his man right off the line of scrimmage, catches it for a touchdown. The Scarlet Knights are back in this game.
Kyle Flood still over imploring the student section.
That's when you know the pressure's dialing up. They can get the ball back right here in this situation. They need to end this right now.
No gain on second down. Rutgers stacks the pile. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Wobbly kick. Kicking loose again is Janarian Grant. Look out! Grant finally caught from behind, and Rutgers is almost in field goal range now.
Grant inside the 40, down to the 32-yard line.
Nova. Bullets went over the middle. It's all the way down to the 15-yard line to Pratt. And boy, did he take a heavy hit.
Second and 10, Nova from the shotgun, stepping up, throwing over the middle, caught Carew inside the 5-yard line, and Leonte Carew to the 3.
Rutgers trying to take the lead.
Even with all the heroics, the job wasn't finished yet. This epic comeback wouldn't be complete without another touchdown. Rutgers had battled all day, and it was only fitting that Gary turned into a supernova one more time.
24-21 Arkansas. Goodwin the tailback. Two receivers left. Nova to throw. Fires left. It is caught at the goal line. A touchdown for the Scarlet Knights.
Nova slant, end zone, trying to scoop it up with a touchdown is Carew.
And they have come all the way back to take the lead. Extra point is up and good. 28-24, Rutgers. And now the Rutgers defense charged with holding this lead of 28-24 with 5:11 left. Blitz coming. Derby is sacked. He got drilled as Jawadi Mera got him back at the 36-yard line.
Leading 28-24 late in the fourth quarter, it was no time to give an inch, no time to stop chopping. And the Rutgers defense, which stepped up all day, responded again, this time to preserve the win.
What a comeback for Rutgers.
Rutgers has come from 17 points down in the third quarter to defeat the Arkansas Razorbacks out of Piscataway.
Oh yeah, we came out with a W today, baby. We came out with a W today, baby. Let's go.
And it was a sweet W, a hard-earned W, and a win shared by the entire R family against insurmountable odds.
Good job, baby. Keep on working, baby. Great win, man. Big crowd into it. Blackout. Man, great victory, man. Really good.
For Kyle Flood and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, it was a comeback victory for the ages.
Man, that was a good game, man. Played hard, came out with a win. It's always good to fight for something. Always. Zo!
How happy are you for the fans?
Man, they deserve that. They deserve that. And they deserve much more. We're going to give them much more.
My man, come on. Here we go. Hey, congratulations. Great job, brother. How you play before? Way to go.
Good game. What's up, man?
Good job. Thanks. I like to get up here, watch the film, and I'll probably come back tomorrow and watch it again, you know, to make the corrections, and then I'll get the corrections from my coach and go from there. So that was incredible. You know, that just goes to show that this team can play for full quarters. You know, we're a tough physical group, and you know, we never got down on ourselves. I think that was one of the most important things. That, you know, we believed in ourselves the entire game. And, you know, we know that we can play with 4 quarters and we can play with anyone. You know, it didn't matter, you know, if they were from the SEC or whatever that nonsense and all that stuff. You know, we believe in ourselves. We prepared. We had a great week of practice this week. And, you know, and that's what happened. We came out on top.
You know, I said during the week that I thought this game would almost be a snapshot into the future of what our program would be from an atmosphere standpoint, and I think it lived up to every ounce of that. I could talk about our crowd today for probably an hour in terms of the energy that they brought to the game, staying even when the game seemed very hard at times, and as disruptive a crowd as we've had here probably since the 2006 Louisville game. It was deafening loud when they were on offense in that fourth quarter, and I can't thank them enough for that. That is what a home field advantage should be. It's what a home field advantage can do for a football team, and it's one of the factors in the win today. Certain statistics you look at this game through and you find it hard to believe that we won when you look at the turnovers 3-0. But then you look at some other ones in terms of scoring on special teams, making big plays on special teams, stopping the run with two really fine running backs they had, neither one averaging 4 yards a carry, and for us having the ability to run the ball well enough when we needed to.
Bouncing it left. That's a strong run, close to a first down. Here he goes again. He already has 4 50-plus yard runs this season. Ray Rice had 4 50-plus yard runs in his Rutgers career.
And a quarterback who, even though it wasn't always pretty for him up front, hung in there.
Nova, well protected, goes through his progressions, and comes up with a 4th down conversion and inside. 2nd and 10. Nova floats it end zone. Catch is made. Touchdown, RU. It's the tight end, Tyler Croft.
My message to the players is very simple. Trust your training.
Nowhere to go. He lost just about all the yardage he got on first down.
Do your job one play at a time. If we do that enough times, we will get back in the game.
Rugby style kick, and it hooks to the far side of the field. It's actually Grant that will field it at the 42. He's got some speed. With a cutback. Janarian Grant. It's a special teams touchdown. And Rutgers is back in it.
I knew we had enough talent on the team to get back in that football game if we would just continue to chop away at it, as we say here at Rutgers.
You know, big plays like that always give juice to the sideline. That was a big play that he made, and, you know, it meant a lot to this.
Once you get the ball in Janarian Grant's hands, they can be electric, and they wore them down a little bit. We had a couple of big plays, so it was big.
It shows a lot about what this program stands for. I mean, Coach Flood does a phenomenal job teaching us that it's about 4 quarters, and we got to play till we finish, and that's what we did.
98 yards away from the opposite end zone. Trying to make a play with a flag down is Brandon Coleman.
All 3 phases of the game, that's what we did. We executed special teams, defense, and offense.
Nova again, play action. Looks up the seam in stride. He's got his tight end, Croft. 2 snaps for Rutgers, and they go from there, too, to the Arkansas 31.
Gary's greatest attribute is his competitive fire, and it does not surprise me that he can come through a game like that and perform like that in the fourth quarter.
So 4th down and 12, and Nova with a 4-man rush coming. Lobs it, looking for Carew. He's got it! Touchdown!
More than us, it was the student section, the fans, giving us that energy that we needed. We had energy coming on the field, but having them behind us and how loud that was gave us that extra energy and that extra push to be able to get those big stops at the end. And I mean, obviously you get the ball to the offense.
We got 8 or 9 offensive linemen in here. No gain on 2nd down. Rutgers stacks the pile. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Derby high up the seam and unable to haul it in was Julian Horton.
The defense gave us the opportunity to have enough drives so that we could get back in the game. This is as complete a team win as I've been a part of in my career.
So Rutgers down by 3, about to get the ball back. Wobbly kick. Getting loose again is Janarian Grant. Look out! And Rutgers is almost in field goal range now.
It was amazing. I felt the field shaking. The atmosphere is crazy.
Nova. Bullets went over the middle. Nova over the middle. Catch is made inside the 5-yard line.
The emotion level was rising at like every second of the game. You can't even explain the feeling of just being out there and part of history, man. It's just a great feeling.
Nova slant, end zone, trying to scoop it up with a touchdown. It's Carew.
This is why I wanted to stay in state, you know, for wins like this at home, you know, all family, friends here, and overcoming the challenge, overcoming the deficit in fourth quarter. You know, it's really great, and I'm just so proud of my teammates.
It's just like The lights came on, big stage. I don't know. It was beautiful.
Let's comes again, and this time Gilbert is brought down.
Yeah, Rutgers said enough. Enough of this zone coverage. Let's go back to what we do best.
I think that snapshot is a football team that can compete with anybody in the country, a fan base that is in love with college football, and when they come to the stadium will be as opposing a 12th man as there is in college football.
Hi, my name is Jamil Morrell. My name is Jamal Morrell. Hudsonville Tech, Wilmington, Delaware. You're watching R Football. You're watching R Football.
Get in and get out, get up here, watch a little film. Like, yeah. Man, brother, get up at like 6:20. Average person asleep right now.
Besides playing the game, it's probably the second best tool to football.
If you put that mindset in your head that like you playing in the game right here in practice, by the time you get to the game, it's nothing.
It's just wanting to be great, wanting to succeed, wanting to win.
It's like our job. It's not just about me anymore. I got a little daughter. She keep me motivated to hear her voice. I'm gonna call her right after the meeting.
Sometimes I come in here, I don't even watch myself. I just watch the young boys, give them feedback.
As we've gone through the spring, I've spent a good portion of time during practice watching the people that maybe as a coaching staff we think are leaders. Jamal Morrell has become a vocal leader on our defense. And Jamil Morrell as well. He's a special player with a special kind of motor.
All right, 9-1. Let's get it. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new.